Hey guys, happy Monday! Monday, it's your day. And the focus of this week is one little word. 2 letters, 1 word, gonna change the whole trajectory of your week. And that word is no. Now listen, when you're good, when you can manage a lot, when you've got your shit together and you're trying to take it to that next level in your health, in your business, in your life, in whatever it is, people are constantly going to ask you to do things for them. They're going to ask you to help them manage their time. They're going to ask you to help coach them. They're going to ask you to run errands for them. They're going to ask you to get back to them. They're going to ask favors of you. Maybe it's been people you haven't seen in a while are going to ask you out to dinner and coffee and all those fun things that sometimes we have time for and sometimes we don't. Now, if you want to go and you want to help out and you want to do all those things and they align with your goals and your focus for the day and the week, then by all means say yes. But if there's any kind of gut feeling that you have that you're like, I don't want to do that, I don't like hanging out with that person, I don't like talking to that person, I don't have time for that, why does this person always ask me? Like, if there's any bit of gut check there that you're like, say no first. That's been such a freeing thing for me to be actually able to say no first. Because if you say maybe, or you say I'll get back to you, or you say yes because that people pleaser in you comes out, then guess what? You gotta follow through. Because if you say yes and then you don't follow through, then you are just being a jerk, right? Because the biggest way to lose somebody's trust is to say you're gonna do something and then not follow through and do it. That always comes back to bite you in the bum in the end. But when you say no first, then you don't have to spend your time, your money, your resources, your energy, any of that on people or things that you don't want to be doing. See, the problem is we don't want to hurt people's feelings, or we feel obligated, or as I said, we are so damn good that everybody asks us for things. Everybody wants us to figure out their problems or manage their problems because it's so much easier to be an asshole, right? To just ask the question of someone else to find it for you, do it for you, fix it for you, than to go out and do it yourself. Because you're good, people are going to ask you, and if that people pleaser or that perfectionist or that gut check that like yes just comes out of your mouth, well then now you got to do it. And then that's pulling you away from your path of purpose. That's pulling you away from your health and fitness goals. That's pulling you away from your family. That's pulling you away from the hobbies. Yes, you should be making time to do those, and the things for you that fill your cup back up. So this week, I want you to use those 2 letters and say no first. No first. And just see what happens. Like sometimes in our brain, I know I've done this so many times where I'm like, oh my God, that person's going to be mad at me. They're going to be upset with me. That's like that people pleaser in me that comes out, right? Or that I'm going to be like, oh, I am the one that has to help them. Hey, Anya. Or I am the one that has to figure this out. And I get in my own head about it. Hey Laura, when you say no first, people actually are pretty darn understanding. People actually get it. I was supposed to chat with someone yesterday that I haven't caught up with in a while. Good morning. And I was like, hey, I'm spent. I've been going hard in my business and my life, and I'm just not going to be able to give you the energy. We haven't talked in a while, and I miss you. I love you, but I'm not going to be able to give you the energy that I want to give you. So can we talk next week instead? And I was like, oh my God, I set up this call. She's going to be mad at me. She's been looking forward to talking with me. And she was like, cool, let's talk next week. No worries, I understand. So I was all in my head about she was going to be upset and mad at me, and she wasn't. Right now, I didn't say no first there, but there's an example where if I'm looking ahead at my week going, crap, I got a busy week, I need that weekend to be able to recharge for myself. So anybody that asked anything of me, I would say no. And I do have people a lot of times that ask me on Sundays if I can hop on coaching calls with them. And I'm like, no, that's my family time. I have that set. I know if I want to hop on and make a video for my teams or something, and I want to do that, that's on my choice, not someone else dictating how I'm going to spend my time. So say no first. I want you to try it. And don't even say like no and then go into some long explanation about why you feel so bad. You don't have to do any of that. You just be like, no, I can't do that. I've even said to people, no, I don't want to do that. I had a friend that I recently lost touch with by choice. She's a little bit of a negative Nelly. And she asked me to come to some like cookie baking thing on the weekend. And I was like, no. I was like, I got lots going on. Sorry, I wish you well. And it felt so good to just be like, no. Because again, I was like, oh, I haven't seen her. We haven't talked in a while. She is a nice person. Sometimes she drives me crazy. Maybe I should go. Maybe it'll be different. And then I was just like, no, I'm going to end up saying yes. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to be miserable. And I'm not going to want to do that. So I just said no first. And it felt so good to be able to do that. So that's my challenge for you this week. Anything in your gut that comes up that you don't want to do, that you haven't already committed yes, because as I said, if you committed yes, you got to do it, and then you know no for next time, but anything that someone asks of you that you don't want to do this week, say no first. And don't go on to some big ramble about why you can't. Just say no. Keep it short and sweet. And people are pretty darn understanding. I think they'll understand. And that's one of my best tips to managing your time, because what I've been seeing with this healthy formula assessment that I put out, where I'm asking people about their health and what's jacking up people, not in a good way in 2018, is people are tired. People wake up tired. They have slumps in their energy at 2 p.m. They're tired. They're not sleeping well. They're stressed. People are more tired than anything else. Not a lot of people drink the Red Bulls and the Monster drinks, which is, thank God, to be able to see that, because if you do that, that stuff is just garbage on your system. But people are tired. And I think it's one of two things. I think it's we're not eating properly as a society. That's a whole nother video. But the second thing is I think we're just running ourselves in the ground and we're taking care of everyone else except our needs first. So that's why I want the focus this week for you to be to say no first. Now, I've got a group starting next Monday on the 19th. It's a 7-day time management empowerment group. You get a PDF planner, you get 5-minute videos to watch throughout the day. It's only $80, and I promise you in 7 days, the way you run your day will be so different. I made 4 simple tweaks. One of them was saying no first. I go more in depth in my course, but 4 simple tweaks, 7 days, and my entire life changed. My entire routine changed. The way I feel about myself changed. The way I interact with my family changed. My goals, I stopped doing the small tasky things and started working on the needle moving things in my business and my life. 7 days and my entire life changed. So I want to invite you to do this $80 course with me. $80. That's it. If $80 could get you more time, more energy, more clarity, more happiness, would that freaking be worth it to you? I hope to hell yes. So I want to be able to teach you that. So I'll pop the information below about the course if anyone is interested in jumping in with me. I'm going to go back and revisit it. My time management's pretty damn good, but I go back every couple months, every 2-3 months, and just do a clearing out, and making sure that I'm still on the path that I need to be on. So I was going to do it anyway. I figured I might as well open it up and coach people and do it with people. So I'll pop the information below, but say no first this week. No is your best friend. N-O. I know you can do it. I'll pop the information below, and have an amazing rest of your Monday. Laura and Anya, thank you for hopping on and listening. I know you guys are rocking it because you're in my 80-day group. And wasn't that workout amazing this morning? I'm just like on such a high from that. So, all right, guys, I'm going to teach you that too. Work out in the morning. First. You first. All right. Bye.